Hey, what's going on, world? Hope everybody's doing great today. If you didn't see it on the news yet, I'm sure you will at some point, but NASA made a big announcement today. It was the big news. They had been getting everybody amped up for it. I'm sure a lot of you thought it was Planet X, the mothership. A gray was going to come walking up on stage, but it's a little simpler than that, but it's still pretty damn cool. We got a discovery by the Spitzer telescope, and we got 7 planets, Earth-sized planets actually, 3 possible to sustain life. You're looking at a diagram right here of the planets, and you're seeing Earth in comparable size to it. Now they're all pretty close, but you're seeing planets E, F, and G that they think could sustain life, possibly might have life on them. Now they kept saying there was no water on these, but they keep hinting that, or they're slipping up saying that there might be water on them. I don't know. They made it sound like there is water on them. Now, the one marked F, they said could be full of water. At one point, they actually said it did have water with a rocky core. So they're comparing it to Earth, and they really seem to have their eyes on that one. Now, the Spitzer telescope they had aimed at it was actually aimed at the TRAPPIST-1 star. It's about 40 light years away. Now they're saying that, no more is it about finding a second Earth, but when. And they're really acting like they found something here. I'm surprised we're even being told. You know how NASA can be. This star compared to ours is a big difference in size and heat. Ours is a lot hotter. This one's a lot cooler and a lot smaller. I mean, you can see the diagram here. This is the expert scientists at NASA. This is what they gave us, a basketball and a golf ball. That's why they get paid the big bucks. But you can see it's a big difference in size there. Now, when they first discovered it, all they saw were basically 3 planets in the star. And then as time went on, they discovered all the others. So, and they think there's a bunch more out there like this. So they're keeping their eyes open. And hopefully they keep telling us everything. Now, they think these things don't spin and rotate like Earth. They actually face their sun the whole time. Well, at least one side does. So you have a light side and a dark side. And the view, supposedly, this is what it would look like. It'd be spectacular. These things are about the same distance from Earth to the moon, or maybe just a hair further, depending on, where you're at and what planet you're on. I got to say, I mean, I'd kill to be able to sit down and look at that view one day. Another thing, we would look damn good for our age, I gotta say, because supposedly what they think is it's a 5-day orbital period for the inner planets and about a 20-day on the outer planet. So I'd be looking young for my age, that's for sure. Be nice to sit down and say, hey, honey, grab a couple beers, fire the grill up, let's stare at the planets, watch the sunset. Or I guess it really doesn't even ever set. So I don't know, you must have some beady ass eyes if you live there. Now, if you're thinking this is the closest star and habitable planets to us, you're wrong. The actual closest is 4 light years away, and that's Proxima Centauri. It's hard to say for some reason. Say it 3 times fast. But they're not sure if that has a rocky core like these and the water. They said it could possibly sustain life or be inhabitable, but they're not quite sure. These planets, they seem to be in an uproar about thinking this is it. We found what we're looking for. But, will we ever get to see this in our lifetime? Will they actually be honest with us? Right now, they're saying we don't have the technology to get there, but I don't know. Yeah, right. Let's fire up the old TR-3B and take a ride on over. We know that thing could get there in no time. They also listened to it to see if they could hear anything weird coming from that area. And, well, you know them. They said they heard nothing. I mean, for all we know, they heard 2 chains over there jamming out, or whatever they call them over there, green chains, antenna head, some cool name like that. Now for the weird stuff. At one point, one of the scientists made a statement, and she kind of backed off of it. She said something about fears by others when she was describing thoughts and processes going on about working with these planets or doing more research on them. She backed off the fears part and she made a weird face. I don't know what that was about. Probably looking too far into it. Nerdy scientists, they just ain't used to being on camera. Or maybe there's more to it and they don't want us to know about the war in space. Maybe this is our next invasion. Maybe we're the ones invading, not them. Dun dun dun. Another one of the scientists did mention something about Mars. Speaking of us discovering there was water on Mars and then making the statement that now there is abundant water on Mars now. Well, you know, we keep hearing people go back and forth to that one. Can we discover if there ever was water? Well, that guy literally says during the conference that there is a abundant amount of water on Mars. So you never know with NASA. They're so honest, not always a straight answer. But with NASA, you never know if they're just blowing smoke up our asses again. Still makes me wonder how much we're being told when it comes to this kind of stuff, unfortunately. I wish we knew that we always were getting told everything. Still, it's cool. It's always neat to find stuff like this out. And I hope we find out more about it. I hope they really do let the public in on this one. I'd love to learn about it. I'm always staring up into space, wondering these things. So I actually enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I had about 1% of me wondering if it would be Planet X or something else in that realm, but the realist in me kind of knew what would happen. So, guys, look it up though. It's only about a 20-minute press conference. It'll probably be all over the web now. Have a look at it for yourself, see what you think, and keep your eyes to the sky, y'all. Remember, not always a straight answer is going to give you the answer you want. Anywho, y'all stay incredible. Y'all stay blessed. See ya.